Soon after that, I got to this question, okay, what quarterback is going to be available at 6?
Yeah.
If the Giants just stayed at 6,
Sure.
they didn't package 17 with it, they just thought, okay, we can get our guy at 6. Is the second best quarterback going to be there? Is the third best quarterback still going to be there? Or do you think they have to find a way to move up?
Well, right now they're sitting pretty. It's an odd year, okay, because the Cardinals are the only team in the top 5 ahead of them that were even talking about in the quarterback conversation, right? The rest of the teams, it's very weird. 49ers at number 2, they got Garoppolo. The Jets at number 3 got Sam Darnold. The Raiders at number 4, I would be shocked if they moved on. I know people are talking about that, but I still think they're going to stay steady with Derek Carr. I don't think they got Antonio Brown and said, yeah, let's get him with a rookie quarterback. That'll be real easy for the rookie quarterback to adjust to. So I think they're staying with Derek Carr. So I think within that, if nobody else trades up in the meantime, I think they're still sitting in a good spot. But what they need to be scared of is the team like the Washington Redskins or the Miami Dolphins. If they decided they want to make that move, right, or a team we're not thinking of, exactly right, where they make a move, now the Giants at least have the assets with the 6th and 17th pick to go, okay, somebody traded up to number 3. Well, we got some assets to get to number 2 if we have to, or 1, whatever it may be. I mean, yes, from that standpoint, it is a good decision for them.
Right.
Now, go ahead.
So I was going to say, let's just assume whoever takes him, whether it's Arizona, somebody's taking Kyler Murray at number 1. Quarterbacks 2 and 3, are they good enough to go in the top 5 as well?
I think they are. I do. I mean, there's been definitely worse quarterbacks drafted in the top 5. I would go, and I'm not going to go through history here, but there's certainly, yes. I mean, I think Drew Haskins is big time, and I mean, Dwayne Haskins and Drew Lock are both big time franchise type quarterbacks. I really do. They have special attributes that I really like to their game, and would not be shocked if a team kind of made a move up there and wasn't sure what's going to go on to make sure they can ensure they get one of those 2 guys.
But the bottom line for this conversation today with the Giants and what happened with OBJ, they are positioned now to go get their guy with 2 first-round picks if they feel like they have to move up to get him.
Yeah, exactly right. They can do whatever they want. And I expect one of those picks to go to the quarterback, if not both, if they have to trade up. Either way, hey, I don't know how to feel about this whole thing. I'm not necessarily crazy about it from the Giants' end in a lot of ways, too. You know, I'm not. I mean, again, I guess I get a little bit annoyed with Eli Manning at times. I will say that as a true Giants fan.
What annoys you about it?
Well, you know, again, for whatever reason, I always feel like he gets a free pass. There's always an excuse made for him.
2 Super Bowl victories.
Well, I understand that, but that was 7 years ago.
I understand that as well. I'm not saying it's right. I'm just saying that's always why he gets that free pass.
It does exactly seem right. I mean, you're right about that. I can't deny that. But you know, at some point, you can't let one player hold the team hostage. And I guess in this whole situation, I just feel like he deserves some of the fault here with the fact that it didn't work out with OBJ. Whether he couldn't relate to him in the locker room, or the simple fact that he just couldn't capitalize on his abilities. He won't wait in the pocket to throw the ball down the field to him, or just won't launch it and throw it down the field when Odell was open. There was too many instances of that to where, I get frustrated just because I am a Giants fan at heart. I truly am. And I know I'm kind of in a no-win situation when I talk about Eli Manning, because people go, he's just saying that because Phil Simms is his dad and he's being a hater. No, Eli Manning's the greatest quarterback in Giants history. I got no problem. I'm paid to give my honest opinion, and I've been around football a whole lot, and those are just my thoughts on the matter in general. But yes, I guess I got issues with that. I'm also shocked that the Giants didn't have to trade a whole lot. Or didn't get a whole lot back.
You don't think that first, the third, and Jabril Peppers was enough?
I would have expected a higher market. Yeah, I would have. I think if they tried to make this trade before last season, they definitely would have got more than a first and a third in Jabril Peppers.
What would have been the best compensation? Like he's worth how much?
Yeah, I mean, again, I think, you look at the value. First of all, you're getting a guy, and we'll see if Odell Beckham Jr. asks for more money as he goes to Cleveland. But
you think he might?
I think he might. I think there's a very good possibility.
How much is he going to make this year?
Well, he's going to make his $15 million from here on out is his average salary. Now he's in and just off that, he's in a position of power again to say, no, I want a little more. I want to outdo Antonio Brown. Cleveland is being crowned gods of the NFL right now, so they want to make sure this deal goes through. And they want to make sure Odell's happy when he gets there. I will not be shocked if he gets a little icing on top of his contract to make again the highest paid.
Doesn't it behoove him, though? I'm just playing the other side. Doesn't it behoove him with the way everything went down a big reason why he's not in New York anymore, to just start out saying, I'll play for that $15 million.
No.
To not make a big deal about it?
No, you're right. It's probably easier to go in that way smooth, and yeah, you're not going to ruffle any feathers that way. But I just think that day and age, it's over that day. The NFL player now knows, hey, you got to get it while you can get it, and he's in a position where he still can demand it and get it, to where if that's the case, okay, yeah, he could probably make this happen right now because of the way it looks, and Cleveland's not going to want to be embarrassed by him pulling out of the deal, right, or it not going through, because it's not finalized yet. So I do think he's got the position or the power in this position to kind of to play with that altogether.
And one of the side stories.
I didn't. The draft compensation.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess I would have expected a first, a third, Jabril Peppers, maybe another third, something like that. I mean, if you look at Khalil Mack, what he got last year going to the Chicago Bears, right? Sure. And they had to pay him a $100 million contract. You know, so
there wasn't the association with potentially bad teammate, though.
No, you're right. That was not there. Yes. And, well, you know, and I would argue, first of all, I am an OBJ apologist. I don't know if you know this a whole lot, but I do. Well, I stick up for him because I feel like sometimes he gets put more in the villain role than Antonio Brown. And I want to go.
You think he didn't bring some of that on himself?
I mean, he did. He certainly did. But I think it was in a better way than Antonio Brown, nor does he have the laundry list of on-field or off-the-field problems that Antonio Brown's had. But sometimes I feel like OBJ gets vilified to a whole new extent compared to Antonio Brown.
Is that because he's in New York?
I think that's probably part of it. Exactly right. Yes, it's of course the New York area. And I also think whether it's the New York area, he acts like that. There's old school Giant fans who don't always love that way about him. I think the Eli Manning factor plays into that as well, all of it. But I do hate how he gets lumped together there. And I would go, no, if we put up a graphic right now about on-field and off-field issues, we'd have to go to a second graphic for Antonio Brown. And really, we'd be able to fit it all in with Odell Beckham Jr. Hit the kicking net. Oh, gosh, he's such a bad. He's hit the kicking net. I mean, horrible guy. Okay, boat trip to Miami. It's the worst thing he ever did. Boat trip to Miami and his day off. I understand that's not perfect, but it's not the worst thing we've ever seen in professional sports.
I think most people would agree, and the value attached to both those players with the trades, I think, speaks to what you're saying. I mean, Antonio Brown, they got a third and a fifth for that talent. While
I'm still shocked by that too. I know. I'm still shocked by Antonio Brown and that the Steelers gave up on it that quickly there too. Especially when you're going to be on the hook.
Hi, I'm Mike Tirico, and thanks for watching. Make sure to hit subscribe for the latest news and highlights from NBC Sports.